skinny Japanese people.
I know. Well, to stay skinny, you gotta kind of stay active. It's always a calorie in, calorie out thing, right? You know, like you have to stay active. That's why I like to stress, you know, exercise and like, you know, cardio, like go for like walks or like get on the bike, lift some weights, you know, and stuff like that. And I try and do it in the most efficient way possible, which is like I don't focus on arms, you know, or like I never lift my arms. It's always like I'll do some squats and I'll do some pull up, you know, pull down things and some push up things. So then you get your chest, your back, your legs, your core a little bit. You can do some sit ups too.
I probably should have been doing more sit-ups.
Yeah, or
I'm sure I've got this might not be as good a shape as I'd hoped.
I mean, you don't even need to sit up. Just like, you know, lift your legs, you know, because there's such a rapid decline in your body. That's one of the things that does try to kill you. Is like, okay, well, now let's get them weaker and weaker and weaker. And, you know, I think you got to do what you can to fight that, you know, like just resistance training and protein. And eating a lot of protein is a big part of it. Back
to the world of drugs.
Yeah.
There are drugs that'll make you feel euphorically healthy.
Yeah.
Like cocaine.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't last.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't, you know, it's not making you more healthy, but it sure makes you feel like you can take on the world and
yeah, you
know, and I guess the expression performance enhancing, I guess at a certain level, you know, what's the old line from the song, cocaine's for horses, not for men?
Really?
They say it's going to kill me, but they won't say when.
Yeah.
Cocaine. I mean, they, you know, okay, we don't want the runner to have cocaine because he might beat the other runner. Well, I'm pretty sure that's only a might.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing is, he also might have a heart attack at the end of the race.
Yeah. That stuff kills you, man.
Yeah.
You know, heroin and cocaine, yeah.
Actually, in my experience,
mm-hmm.
which is limited, but as best I can tell, of the two, the more benign drug is heroin.
If you don't overdo it.
Yeah, and if you get good heroin and you're not really messing up your arms.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
And that is a problem.
Yeah, but maybe you could like eat it or smoke it or something.
Well, John Belushi, one in each arm.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Really?
Heroin on one side, cocaine on the other side.
Mm.
And guess what that did for him?
All the way down, huh?
All the way down.
Yeah. That's what they say, uppers and downers. They used to say that about Elvis too. Like, oh, he did too.
But he was probably taking pharmaceuticals. He was using stuff that doctors prescribed.
Well, so was Michael Jackson, you know. Like these things, as you get older also, you can't handle like these things you used to handle, like a fall off a skateboard or a cold, you know. Like, it doesn't even bother you when you're a kid, but when you're old, like your body's just like, you know. I had a cold the other day and it's just like, man, my heart was getting all like irregular. It's all messed up, you know. I could feel it, like I test it and it's like, oh shit, like this is
you test.
Well, I tested and like my wife read it, like, what is this? And, you know, because it's always like irregular. And she's like, yeah.
Are you going to get one of those?
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, you have one? The EKG
I have
thing?
a couple, but I keep losing them, you know, but I have one now, you know. But yeah, because I have an irregular heartbeat, you know, so yeah. But then it's not that big of a deal, but then when I got sick, I got COVID or something, and then it really messed it up. I think it started when I had COVID. Oh, at least that's when I noticed it the most. You know?
I had COVID early on, mm-hmm. and it kicked my butt. Yeah. I mean, it was horrible.
Really? I had it early on too, yeah.
But the next time I got it, it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
And I lived, and I didn't go to a hospital, and thankfully...
Mm-hmm. Did you the first time?
No, I didn't
good.
know.
I put you on the ventilator.
Nobody knew what it was.
Oh,
I actually had it so early that I had it kind of before it was breaking.
Yeah.
And I lost 10 pounds.
Yeah, me too. Something really bad went around Ventura, like before the COVID, before even anyone ever said anything about COVID.
Yes.
Right? I'm pretty sure that was COVID. I've heard that was COVID also.
I know the guy that brought it in.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm sort of joking.
You probably gave it to me.
No, oddly enough, there was this guy in our church who'd been traveling to China.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back from China, and you know, he wasn't sick that I'm aware of, and I'm teasing, but they always ask you, where have you been traveling?
Yeah.
You know, who have you been, or who around you has been traveling?
Yeah.
And yeah, this guy got back from China, and not long after that, I'd been talking to him, and I got sick.
Yeah, it went all the way around Ventura, and I had that one, and then I was like, oh my God, like, don't go to grandma's house, because this is the kind, I never thought this before. I was like, this is the kind of illness that could kill people, you know? Yeah, but I just happened to be young, and I did lose a lot of weight too. Or I maybe gave it to you, or no, you probably got it. But it went all around. But then later on, there was another COVID. But then I got it again another time, and that one was bad. I think each variation, the second one was bad, which was the original first one after like the lockdowns and all that. But I went to, so drugs, you got to do the right ones, pick the right ones. Speaking of, like, there's TRT. It's a drug. It's like a hormone, you know. You could inject that and maybe feel young again. Testosterone replacement therapy.
Yeah, but see, and once again, you know, you look at your testosterone production fades.
Yeah.
Apparently, American men have less testosterone
That's why
than they used to.
There's so much chick think now. People start thinking more and more like chicks with the low T, you know, which is more.
People say it's the hormones in the meat.
I don't know. I eat a lot of meat, but maybe people aren't eating meat. But I mean, I'm not saying chick think is bad. I'm just saying chicks think differently, you know. And now these dudes have low T, and they all think like chicks, you know. Like, they want to conform. They want to, like, okay, mask on, here we go. There's not as much, like, there's not as much.
Funny you should mention that.
Okay. I don't know if this term chick think is offensive, but as Adam Carolla keeps talking about it.
One of my favorite guys is Steven Crowder.
Yeah,
and
that's the guy.
Yesterday.
I don't listen to him. I should, though, maybe.
Well.
What, does he have a podcast too, or?
Well, I just listen to him on Rumble. All. To me, it's all the same.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, he did a 7-minute, and I know it's 7 minutes because I recorded it. I have it right here. He did a 7-minute discussion of young men's dating habits and how there's a monstrous percentage of young men, something like 30-40% of young men, presumably 20-somethings, who have never asked a girl out.
Yeah.
And he goes through and he says, well, and look, you know, you ask a girl out, and if she decides, you know, is that sexual harassment?
Yeah, that's
you can't ask her out at work just because you've been around her for hours and hours, and you looked at her and you think she's really interesting and really beautiful, and you know,
now it's scary.
Let's go have dinner. Yeah. And if you say, let's go have dinner, and she says that's sexual harassment, the next thing you know, you're having a discussion with somebody in a weird little office.
Yeah. Or maybe you do go out and have a drink, and then you end up getting lucky. And now she's like, oh, well, I was raped because I had 2 drinks and you had 2 drinks.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's scary, man. People, and then guys are like, well, there's a lot of porn just online. I'm happy enough doing that. You know, like, they don't think that out loud, but that's probably their default.
Well, and it's unbelievably easy. I mean, what does it take to get something up? Nothing.
But it's hard to ask a girl out, man.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. It's like, gosh.
I didn't either, which is how I ended up getting married so young.
Yeah.
Somebody said yes. Okay, well, let's get married.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to go and ask you to
go through all that again.
Yeah, dude. Ask me out. Go. It's like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's great when it works, but then when you're in between waiting for something to work, it's like, oh. It's
and then the worst part is, you know, I think I was, I don't know, in my 30s somewhere, and I encountered 2 or 3 girls from high school who all said, oh yeah, I thought you were so cute.
Oh, shit.
I went, what?
I know. Should have told me then, man.
I didn't know. I thought I was hideous and unappealing.
No, if I could go back, I'd just be like, hey ladies, who wants to go out? You know, but then, yeah, you never know.
I knew then what I know now.
It'd be a lot different. Man, in retrospect, I'd be a lot richer and a lot more sexually, have a lot more encounters, you know. Yeah, so TRT is good, but I went to get nicotine toothpicks.
Oh, did you really?
Because they had the pouches, But I don't think I really want to do a pouch. You know, it's like it's too much. I don't even enjoy nicotine that much. You know, I don't like it. You like it.
Oh no, I
But
don't know. I haven't had any nicotine in actually about what was it, about 2 or 3 years ago, for some reason or another, I don't remember. Oh, I remember what it does.
mm,
It was International Don't Smoke Day.
yeah,
It was some sort of big no smoking day,
yeah,
and I woke up and I saw a headline about today's no smoking day, and I thought, I think I'll go down and buy a cigar.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
did.
yeah. Where'd you
And I
go?
smoked just around the corner.
Near my old office.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
I went there today. Yeah.
And I smoked it, and I went, well, probably don't have to do this anytime soon.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so. I mean,
Oh, so you tried to get the toothpicks?
so I went there and I walked in like, you have toothpicks? He's like, never heard of that. And I'm like, oh shit, really? So, because I know they have them. So I went out to the one across the street, and someone in there dressed in a Halloween. You say it's Halloween. Someone in there dressed in a Halloween costume. I'm like, oh, do you have them? And they're like, oh, we're supposed to get them, but we don't have them. You know. She didn't even get up from like sitting at the desk behind like the counter. Like she didn't even like, she was over in the corner. She didn't even move. She's like, no. So so eventually, you know, maybe they'll have them eventually, or you could order them online. It's very cheap. You know.
You know,
I'm not a huge nicotine fan.
it's not a high.
No, it'll have to happen. Maybe I'll order, but if I order on Amazon, my kids will see like it on there.
Well, I still think that there is something very bizarre
Yeah.
about the world of drugs now that is very different from the 60s. In the 60s, it was pretty much just plain debauchery and
Yeah.
ignorance.
Yeah. Do your
Okay.
crazy drugs,
And
acid, mushrooms,
all that
pot,
crap and smoke all the
marijuana,
time.
alcohol, and then find your bliss that way. But
Yeah.
those are hard. Those are hard, you know, like misuse, over abuse. So now they're doing the same thing,
Only
only
there's a physician involved.
managed by a family and a physician. You know, like, yeah, we're going to give you pain pills and we're going to give you SSRIs. And then, yeah, if you do too much, it's also bad for you.
What's
But
SSRI?
the
The serotonin stuff.
Yeah.
So that's Prozac and a whole. And the other thing I was blown away at
Mm.
is I found a list of antidepressants.
Yeah.
There's like 15, maybe 20 different drugs.
Mm. Big money, you know, like everyone wants a piece of that. You know, they just change the molecule one little bit, do a study, and then put it out there. And then it's like, well, maybe this one, you know, that one gives this person puts them in AFib, or, you know, like it causes heart problems. And so, well, maybe a slightly different one, you know, won't cause that problem, you know. I don't know. So, yeah, they have a whole bunch of all kinds of drugs.
But it's very disconcerting to consider how young. I mean, you know, yes, you know, way back in the old days, yes, I knew people who were 14, 15 years old who were smoking pot and drinking.
But now they're putting them on SSRIs, you know, it's scary, man.
But and then in the 90s, it was all the ADHD drugs they were giving the boys.
Mm-hmm. They
And
still
all
do.
of a sudden, I was running into all kinds of kids who were taking these ADHD drugs, and I'm sitting there thinking, this can't have a good outcome. There's something not right about this.
I know. Conform to the society we built. You have to get, like, they take Ritalin. They used to take Ritalin, you know.
Oh, that's the.
So we built a little society where it's like, okay, we're gonna have a man and a woman, have kids, they go to school and they learn and they do whatever, da 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 da. And that's not kind of what we were programmed to do. You know, like maybe you don't want to sit in school. You're not programmed just to, like, I don't know, maybe even live in a family structure. I don't know. Like, you're programmed to want to run wild and sow your oats and not go to school, and, you know, like, but then to make them conform to the society we built, which is like, okay, you sit in school and then you go to grad school and then you go to college and you go to grad school. They had to drug them for that, you know, and then they're unhappy in this. So now you got to drug them to make them happy.
Well, I'm a little bit, there is also I think back to the female, there's a female bias to all of this too, because the standard of behavior is female, and all of a sudden all these little boys who are ruffians and are problematic. Although
And they call it toxic
let's put
masculinity.
it this way: someone who I know quite well, who is a grammar school teacher,
Mm-hmm.
is telling a story about how they in this county they are distributing the special needs kids supposedly evenly among all of the classes.
Mm.
So every teacher gets one problem child,
Oh, perfect.
and the problem child this particular teacher was given
Mm-hmm.
is a girl
Mm.
who will start wrecking the room.
Mm.
I mean, just literally just wander around throwing stuff and does not. I mean, you can't grab them. And then she says, and her friend has the kid with cerebral palsy. So this is among the regular kids. And so this other teacher has been coached in what to do when this kid has seizures, which apparently he does every 5 or 6 days. This kid has a seizure, and so she has to shut down the class and have everybody sit down while this kid has a seizure on the floor. I mean, this is insane.
Yeah, it's got to be so hard, man. Yeah.
And this is back to how do you interpret the American with Disabilities Act and what's a disability,
Mm-hmm.
and why? So if you have a disability, you need everything everybody else has, which means access to a regular classroom with theoretically a bunch of regular kids in it.
Yeah. You have access to all the trails at Half Dome, to take you to the top of Half Dome. Like, oh yeah, well, let's
Really?
get a,
So we're going to put an escalator there?
maybe, or just a paved road all the way up, so that if you have
And-
a disability park, you have a sticker on your car, you just like, go park at the top. I don't know. Yeah, it's strange. It's
And if you are a true believer in evolution, well then obviously we've reached the end, because we're making it possible and even encouraging those who are not really fit to go on
mm-hmm.
to live and to prosper.
Yeah.
So we're there. This is it. There isn't going to be a what did Homo superior.
Oh, really?
We're not getting to Homo superior. We're there.
We are on the decline. Yes.
we are Devo. As those kids from Ohio once said.
Mm-hmm. Well, have you seen Idiocracy?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Long ago.
Well, that's the whole thing. I gotta go back. I went back and rewatched like half of it, and it is a genius movie. We gotta wait for that to be back on TV and you can see it again. Let me see what time is it.